I'll get us closer to the ducks. They're on the log in the middle of the water. Smile. Nice. The captain's dream. A boat and some lassies. Oh, you're covered.
Even though your fingers are right in front of the lens.
They're not blocking it.
Have you ever wanted to read so bad, but you have a terrible migraine or terrible eye soreness? I am going to put you guys on something that has literally changed my life. This is the Bob and Brad Zero Pro Ultra Quiet Eye Massager. This thing is amazing. It has heating and cooling, it massages your eyes, and it even connects to Bluetooth on your phone so you can play whatever you want. Sometimes I will play ASMR videos, but a lot of the time I will just lay in bed and listen to an audiobook. If you get migraines, if you get dry eyes, or if you get muscle soreness around your eyes, this is perfect. So I tested it out and here is what it looks like. It fits very comfortably around the head and you can even tighten it to fit better.
Bob and Brad Eye Massager is on. Air pressure plus heat plus music. Able to fulfill them. Pause for about 5 minutes. Tristan comes back around to me. You fix him perfectly. He declares in triumph. You have my measurements, Tristan. James remarks strength. I'm sure that helped you out. Then high heat. My mouth dry. James. Moderate pressure. Tree. Soon. I don't realize how much I must have been staring. And judging by his
I just want to thank Bob and Brad so much for sending me this and sponsoring this video. I will have a link for it down below, and in the description box I will have a coupon code so you can get a discount on your order. This is my favorite item I have ever been sent. I'm not even lying. This has changed my life. I use it every day, so make sure to check that link out below. Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. I have been reading a little bit more, thankfully, but I'm still not really reading as much as I was. I'm mainly just listening to audiobooks, but I know I showed you guys the footage of my boyfriend and I going to the lake this weekend, which was really relaxing for 4th of July weekend. Me and my boyfriend bought like a little inflatable boat. We went to the lake. And there's like a trail, like hiking trails, but off the hiking trails there's like little beach areas where people can like set up their hammocks and picnic blankets and go fishing and swimming and stuff. So that's what we did. We found a little spot, which is now our perfect little spot, and we set up our hammock, we swam, we boated. I did a lot of swimming because it was really hot and I was dying inside the boat not being in the water. So I did some swimming. There was a turtle that came, swam up to me and said hello, which kind of freaked me out a little bit. Not because I don't love turtles, but because I didn't see it next to me because the water was brown. But I did some reading. I was reading The Things We Water by Mariana Zapata, which I have been reading for like 2 months now, it feels like at this point. I am 33% into the book. I actually recently got the audiobook so I can actually finish the dang book. So I have 15 hours left of the audiobook, and I'm enjoying it a lot more listening to the audio. So I think I'm actually going to get through the book, guys. I just needed to listen to the audiobook because I don't have the attention span or the time really right now to sit and like read a book. Listening to an audiobook while I crochet is just really life-changing for me. So I've been listening to that. I also recently finished 2 books which I wanted to show you guys and talk about a little bit. So first of all, I got an ARC for this graphic novel right here called Nocturnos by Laura Perez. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay. This was like a translated graphic novel. I believe it was originally Spanish. So the translation, sometimes translations are translated really well, and sometimes they're translated a little weird. I have like a mosquito bite or something on me. Sorry that I keep like scratching myself, but I definitely have like a rash right now. But But the way it was translated felt a little weird and read a little weird, but the art style was stunning. I just don't really know what the book was about, if I'm being so real, but the art style was very beautiful. So if you guys want a very beautiful looking graphic novel to read, this is going to be a good one. It was published in September of 2024, so I was just sent an e-copy of the book. I don't know if I said ARC, it was an e-copy. Also, if you speak Spanish, the original graphic novel is in Spanish, so it might translate better if it's like the actual language that it was meant to be in. So I gave that 2 stars, not because it was ugly or anything, just because I don't feel like I really even knew what the book was about. And then I finished an actual book. So as you guys know, I have a book bingo going on till the end of September. I will put it on the screen if you guys want to screenshot it. I'm doing it over on Instagram, and nobody has entered it so far, and you do win a gift card. So if you want to enter my book bingo, you will win a gift card at the end of September, which is the week of my birthday. So one of the prompts of my book bingo for the summer was to read a book with a sea creature main character. And I was going to read Remarkably Bright Creatures, but our book club book at the library was Shark Heart, A Love Story by Emily Habeck. And this is what it looks like. It has like a shark on the front with some flowers. This was the book club book for our book club, and I did not read it because I don't really read the book club books, but I was sitting in there with my coworker who does the book club, and I was listening to the ladies talk about the book, and it sounded really interesting. And the main character of this book has a disease, which is kind of comparable and has an analogy of somebody who is diagnosed with cancer. And basically the disease is that he is turning into a great white shark. So there are these diseases that exist where people can physically turn into animals, and they slowly lose like human consciousness and they turn into an animal. This whole story is about this guy named Lewis and his wife Ren. And Ren's mother actually had turned into an animal when she was younger. So this is kind of her story of her watching her husband also turn into an animal, and her grief and dealing with losing pretty much everybody in her life to these diseases, which, like I said, is very comparable to people dealing with cancer and cancer diagnosis. So this book is really sad. If you're triggered by like cancer or chronic illnesses and sickness and death, then this book probably won't be for you. But it was really sad. I've noticed that I actually really enjoy like literary fiction that has like magical realism in it. I've realized that like the past like 4 or 5 star reads for me have been those genres, which is interesting because I never thought that I would like anything like that. So it was really good. I gave it 4 stars. It didn't quite have the 5-star feelings, mainly just because there were some flaws in the writing that annoyed me at some parts, but the story was beautiful. It was tragic. It was beautiful. And I have so many questions that like I wish could be answered, but they're not. So if you guys want to use the prompt of sea creature main character, that is a good book for that, because he literally turns into a great white shark, which is crazy. So those are the 2 books that I finished recently. And then, like I said, I am just reading The Things We Water, and that's it right now. I'm not gonna spread myself too thin and start multiple books. My Patreon book club book for this month is Shield of Sparrows. So I will probably start the audiobook for this very soon too. Like I said, I'm mainly just listening to audiobooks because that's the only thing I have time for. But those are the 2 books that are on my shelf, my list right now. So that is what I'm reading. And I wanted to just kind of talk about it with you guys. I really recommend Shark Heart. Like I really enjoyed it. But right now I am uploading a American Girl doll restoration video for my doll channel. And then I'm going to take a bath and go to bed because I work tomorrow. But then I'm off on Friday, so I just gotta get through tomorrow. I have been really tired. I recently have been going through like a lot of doctor's visits, and as many of you guys know, I have hyperthyroidism, which is Hashimoto's disease. And I've been dealing with a lot of issues with my thyroid recently. So my doctor prescribed antidepressants and a weight loss medication because I have gained 70 pounds in the past year due to my thyroid not working properly. So that's going to help my metabolism. And I got put on like a strict diet from my nutritionalist. My body's kind of like getting used to all these medications. I take like 6 meds a day now, which is so annoying. So I've been having really bad headaches and fatigue and like nausea and all of that stuff from being on all of these new medications. And I am so over it, and I'm hoping that my body can adjust soon so I can feel somewhat normal, but I have not felt normal in a very long time. I'm sure you guys with chronic illnesses can also understand that. I have been really dizzy all day today, and then I slept for like 4 hours, and now I feel fine. But it's 1 a.m, and I work tomorrow, and I need to go to sleep, but now I'm not tired. It is July 19th. I wanted to update you guys on my reading. So I have finally decided to finish reading Nana. You guys know I'm obsessed with Nana. I have a tattoo. But I've never actually finished the manga. Shocker. I haven't finished it because I know what happens and I'm depressed about it. And I didn't want to finish it. It's been on my currently reading since December, like literally 7 months. So I read volumes 18, 19, and 20 this week. And now I'm on the last volume of Nana, which is 21. If you guys don't know anything about Nana, the author, Ai Yazawa, she stopped writing Nana. So this is not even a finished manga. It's never been finished. It's not a completed story, and it will never be a completed story because the author has a chronic illness, which makes it where she can't really write or draw anymore, which is very sad. So this is the last volume forever. It's not going to be a finished story. Really sad things happen, and this is the end right here. This is the last volume. So I'm going to finish that. I'm going to try to read it probably today. So that's what I'm physically reading. And then, like I showed you guys before, I've been listening to the audiobook of Give Me a Reason. And I have 34% left. So whatever the math is for that. It tells you how much you have left instead of what you've read, which is interesting. I'm really enjoying LibroFM, guys. If you want to switch to a more ethical audiobook app, LibroFM directly supports your indie bookstores, and you get all the same audiobooks that you get from Audible. And if you switch from Audible to LibroFM, I believe you get 2 free audiobooks. So I'm gonna have a link for it down below. I really recommend you guys check it out. And also, if you want to link the bookstore that I work at as your indie bookstore to support, then the owner of the bookstore gets commission from it. So I'm really enjoying this app, like a lot. I will never use any other audiobook app, honestly. I'm really enjoying this book. There were a lot of like negative reviews on it online. It doesn't come out till the end of the month, so it's not out yet. But a lot of the reviews were saying that it was like super boring and cringy and they couldn't really get through it. But I don't feel that way at all. And you guys know that I typically do feel that way about romances. This is a second chance romance. The main character is a K-drama actress, so maybe that's why I like it more, because I love K-dramas and I love the like vibes of K-dramas, so maybe that's why I'm really enjoying it. This is very rude. Don't put your butt in front of the camera. The female main character, she was dating this guy named Frederick. Frederick is the male main character, and she broke up with him because she had to pursue her career in Korea. And I guess she didn't want to be with him. I honestly have to say the reason why she broke up with him is kind of stupid, and I wish there was like a better reason for it that would make more sense. But she was also a fresh out of high school teenager, basically. So I understand like her thought process, why she broke up with him. But they broke up. She had her career in Korea. She's a famous K-drama actress. She comes back home because she is tired. And basically Frederick is a firefighter. He has a good career in that. And she runs into him. They have a very, very tumultuous relationship. He really hates her because of what she did to him, which is fair. There's a lot of pining in this book. Like I said, I have 34% left and they're not together. Okay? So they're really pining towards each other. It's slow burn. I like second chance romance. I genuinely do. Like if the relationship was healthy to begin with and they're getting back together for like good reasons, then I like second chance romance. But if it's like a really toxic relationship, I don't like second chance, if that makes sense. I really want them back together. I've never read Persuasion by Jane Austen. This is a retelling of Persuasion. So it kind of makes me want to read Persuasion because I'm enjoying the pining. I'm enjoying the slow burn. I like the romance and I like the other characters too. Like this is a 4-star read for me. The end of the book might make it a 3-star, but right now it's a 4-star. I like the audiobook. I genuinely really like the book. So I don't know why the reviews were so hateful towards it. Like every review I saw was negative and I was like, okay. But I have been trying to read on my Bigme e-reader that you guys saw me unbox. I am really enjoying this. It reminds me very heavily of the Books Palma. And I don't have my Books Palma anymore just because I needed the money and I sold it. So to have this, and they sent it to me for free, and to be able to have kind of a dupe of the Books Palma, this is really nice because, oh my god, these cats are really, as you can see, like it's in black and white, but this is literally a phone. So you can put a SIM card in it. I don't have a SIM card, but you could put a SIM card in it. You can literally use it as your mobile phone. You can text on it. And you can download any Google Play app on it. So I have all of my book apps on it. And I have my Kobo Books app. I have the audiobook app, LibroFM, all of that. Shonen Jump, so I can read manga. And manga looks like super good on it too. And it focuses on the manga so well Like, look how it's pretty fast, and I don't even have the fast setting on, so the fact that it's pretty fast without the fast setting on, of course it's not zooming in. Okay, so you can see how clear it is, and it's pretty fast. Like, this is the best Bigme e-reader that I have owned. They've sent me pretty much every single e-reader that they make, so for me to say that this is the best one, it's definitely my favorite. And it's definitely a dupe for the Books Palma. So if you want a Books Palma but you don't like that they don't have SIM card compatibility, then this is for you. Like, I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in purchasing it. I really like it. I love that it's white and it's really light in my hand. I don't even need a pop socket with it. I've been taking it around everywhere with me, throwing it in my bag, and I really missed having a phone size e-reader. So this is my new favorite thing. I've been taking this everywhere and my Kobo everywhere, and that's what I've been reading on. My Kobo is my favorite 7-inch e-reader. This is my favorite phone-sized e-reader, and I don't even really use the tablet-sized e-reader because it's just too big for me, but I'm obsessed. So I really recommend it if you guys are looking for a new phone-sized one. It's really good. I am tired. I've been working all day. I want to try to finish this book today too if I can. I don't know. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a nap after I eat dinner. I think I'm going to make some chicken and potatoes and broccoli because I'm really just in the mood for it, honestly. And I'm going to watch Bachelor in Paradise and Love Island UK. And I think that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. I just finished. I'm heartbroken. I hate that it ended like this. And if you know, you know. This was the most raw volume of the entire series, and this was the saddest volume of the entire series, and it's just over, and we're never gonna get answers for anything. So I'm very sad. I hope maybe one day we will get answers. I forgot that I had a little like book haul for you guys. So we got some donations at work that I took for myself. So first of all, we have 2 VHS tapes. I still don't even have a VHS player, but I'm gonna get one eventually, okay? I'm gonna get one, my dream one. A couple of you guys have offered me to sell me yours, but I just want like one that's like really cute. I don't really want like an old looking one. Ideally, I want a CRT TV that has the VHS built in. Like, that's exactly what I want. So until I can find that, I will not have one. But Clueless, this was donated to work. Free. Clueless. I don't know if they even work because, you know, I can't test them out. I mean, it looks brand new. 1995, 97 minutes. Looks in great condition. But this is iconic. I was like, okay, I'm taking this. So Clueless on VHS. And then also somebody donated Buffy. Of course, I love Buffy. So this is volume 2. So I don't know if that means season 2. But either way, this is iconic. And I love that I'm collecting more VHSs that I love. So I got those. And then I got some books. Somebody donated the entire Fourth Wing series, but we already have it at work. But I kept, this was the only paperback that they donated, but I actually don't have this paperback edition. I have the, like, I have a special edition and I have the, like, holiday edition, but I never got the paperback just because, I mean, I don't really need it. But I really like the dragons on the side of it, and we don't really take paperbacks at the library, and it was kind of in beat up shape anyway. So I decided just to take this one for myself, and I'm just going to display it this way because I like showing the dragons on the side of the book. And then I have been waiting to find like a good hardcover editions of the Hunger Games because you guys know I'm obsessed with the Hunger Games, and somebody finally donated them. The back of this is sticky and wet for some reason. Gross. Okay, I wiped it off. That was terrible. But anyway, I finally got the Hunger Games in hardcover for free. I knew it was going to be donated eventually, or I was going to find them in good condition at Goodwill or something, but until then I was waiting. But I finally have them. I want to reread them probably in a couple of years and annotate them, but now I have them to put on my bookshelf with my illustrated edition and Sunrise on the Reaping. Now all I need is to find a hardcover of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I'll have the whole series. Yeah, those were donated to the library, so I got them for free. I'm very happy. I finished the audiobook for Just Give Me a Reason, or Give Me a Reason, not Just Give Me a Reason. I gave it 3.5 stars. The reason I kind of took down a star is because the miscommunication trope in this book was kind of horrendous, and it was an adult book. So if we're having such intense miscommunication as adults, it's kind of annoying, especially when the book was like pretty decently long. It was a longer romance book, I would say. So the main characters were really annoying me at some point. And also, like I said before, I just feel like the reason why they broke up originally was kind of stupid, and it was kind of dramatic for no reason. And a lot of things that happened were really dramatic for no reason, but I did enjoy it, so it's fine. I gave it 3.5 stars. It comes out at the end of the month, and it's a easy read. The narrator was good, so I definitely recommend it. But honestly, the best thing about this book was the cover, because the cover is what drew me in. I probably wouldn't have read it without the cover being so beautiful, so props to the artist for that. But I have started a new audiobook. This is what I have started. Everybody has been talking about this dang book since it came out. Everybody's been talking about this, and then that like dystopian book that came out that I can't even remember the name of now. But these two came out around the same time. And everybody keeps talking about how good it is. It's a romantasy, Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. I'm only on chapter 2, but I made it my book club book on Patreon this month, so I kind of need to read it. So it's a 16-hour audiobook. Actually, it's a 19-hour audiobook, but I'm listening to it on 1.5 times speed, so 16 hours left. And I'm only on chapter 2, so I don't really have much an opinion other than I do not like the female narrator. The female narrator is Samantha Brentmore, and it's not that she's bad at all. It's just, I don't like the way she speaks. She talks like she's pouting all the time, and I think that's like on purpose, and it's supposed to be like sexy, but I find it kind of annoying. Like, why does she have to talk like her lips are out and she's like pouting all the time? Like, I don't like that, but that might just be like how she speaks. So I also kind of feel bad because I'm like, am I making fun of the way that she speaks in real life? I don't know. She's the female narrator, and there's not a male narrator, so she's doing the female and the male voices, which I don't love. I don't love listening to women pretend to be men because it just kind of sounds goofy. So I don't know how much I'm gonna like the audiobook. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so if I'm not loving it, I will just switch and read it on my Kindle. This is what I'm reading now. This is the only thing I'm reading now. I was reading like 4 books, and now I'm just reading 1, which is crazy. But my boyfriend is about to come over, so I don't know how much reading I will actually be doing, but if I have some free time, I will read. I also printed out a bunch of like book covers and stuff to update my reading journal, because I haven't updated my reading journal in like 2 months, so I probably need to do that too. But I don't know if I feel like sitting at my desk right now. Honestly, I kind of feel like bed rotting. So if I could just like bed rot or couch rot and just sit and read, I might honestly just do that, because I'm not really in the mood to do anything else right now. I'm like really tired from this week, and I have a job interview on Friday, so my anxiety is kind of crazy. Even though it's a whole week away, my anxiety is still kind of bad.
Staff member without question or delay. You'll be given a number of injections. You'll be given a number of tests. You will comply with all of them. You won't, with maybe a few exceptions, find them excessively unpleasant.
Okay, I just finished editing a video for my main channel, and I remembered that I printed out a bunch of book covers and stuff to update my reading journal, because your girl has not updated her reading journal in a couple of months. It literally has dust on it, okay? So I'm in the mood to listen to my audiobook of Shield of Sparrows. So I'm on chapter 8 right now, and it's pretty textbook like romantasy. The same thing that always happens in every single romantasy I read is happening right now. The main character is artsy and she doesn't like to fight, which sounds so familiar. So I don't know how I'm feeling about it right now. I know it's going to be like every other romantasy I read, so I have low expectations, but it's a very long audiobook. Like, I have only listened to 12%, and it feels like I've listened to a lot longer. So I'm only at the part where the female main character is told that like she is the princess that is going to get married off to the prince and not her sister. That's the only part that I'm really at right now. So I have read like 50, oh no, I forgot to print out the book covers for my book club spread. But yeah, I've read like 53 books. So I need to color all of these in because I'm almost at my goal of 60 books this year, which is crazy. Guys, I have a fucking zit in the middle of my forehead and I have a job interview tomorrow. Right there, it's like perfectly symmetrical in the middle of my head. Rude, honestly. I've been having a really shit week, guys. Really bad week. I've been having really bad side effects to some new medications I got put on, and I literally yacked all day yesterday. Like, all day. Could barely stand, could barely walk. I'm feeling better today, but like my stomach not doing very well. I can barely eat. I have barely ate anything in the past 2 days. I think I've ate like 2 hard-boiled eggs, some crackers. I tried to eat a cup of ramen, couldn't keep that down. So I'm not feeling great. And I have a whole ass job interview tomorrow, and I really hope I wake up tomorrow feeling perfect because this is too much. But anyways, I finished Shield of Sparrows. I finished it. It took me like 4 or 5 days, and I was listening to this nonstop. This is a long ass book, and I have to say, I gave it 5 stars. Yes, I gave it 5 stars. I'm so shocked that it was a 5-star read for me. It was honestly a 4-star read, like perfect 4-star read until the end, and I really enjoyed the ending, and I was like, okay, I need the next book immediately, and if I feel that way, then I'm like, okay, that's probably a 5-star. So surprisingly, I thought that I wouldn't really like this book because it's been so hyped up on Book Talk, and normally romanticies that are hyped up very largely I don't typically like, but I liked it better than Fourth Wing. I liked it better than most of the other books that have been recommended on Book Talk, so yeah, I recommend it. If you like cookie cutter romanticises, slow burn, you're probably gonna eat this up. I will give like a little summary of what the book is about. It's a cookie cutter. It's pretty like this. I've read the story a billion times, but for some reason it just hit different in this book. Honestly, it could have been because the audiobook was really good. Sometimes audiobooks make books better for me. Sometimes they make them worse. So if I would have been reading it physically, I might have had a different feeling. I don't know. Basically, we have the female main character. She is a princess from a kingdom. And she is like the middle child or the youngest child, so she's not like the princess to be like on the throne, if that makes sense. Like, what am I saying? The oldest sister is like the next in line for the throne. Okay, that's like how it works normally, right? And basically there's this like treaty that the 2 kings of like these enemy kingdoms, they are marrying her sister and the prince of this other kingdom together because of some like pact or I don't know, something that was made. So, and by the way, guys, this happens in like the first chapter, so I don't really feel like this is a spoiler. And I also describe books terribly and I forget everything that I just read. But basically, they go to meet up to be like, okay, we're gonna get married. And then the prince of the other kingdom is like, actually, I want her. I want you. And she's like, me? Like, what? And keep in mind, like, nobody cares about her. Like, her parents, her family, like, they barely care about her. She's kind of just the sister that, like, is kind of thrown over to the side. They only dress her in, like, the color gray. She's never allowed to wear any colors. Like, they just don't really care about her. She can kind of just do whatever she wants. She's kind of a lone wolf. So, they were all very confused on why the prince was like, I want you. Yeah, it was like, he chose her. She had no choice. Which, you know, don't love being forced into an arranged marriage, but this is fake, okay? This is not real. So she has to go, she has to get married to this prince, and she has to go to his kingdom, And basically from there, she is basically told by her father that she needs to become a spy. Keep in mind, this girl has never had any type of like combat training. She is very artsy and she loves arts and being artistic and she loves to read, but she is not set out or good at being a spy. She is not a good liar. Like, she is not, like, honestly, the stuff that she does is very cringy because she is just very awkward and like would not make for a good spy at all. So she was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna disappoint my father because he wants me to be a spy and spy on everybody in this enemy kingdom, and I'm not gonna be good at that. So immediately she starts trying to like be a spy, right? Like asking questions, playing dumb, and she basically just starts slowly learning about what's going on in the kingdoms. There are these big scary monsters that are that go into migration every single year, and everybody in the kingdoms are preparing for the migration because when they migrate into the cities, basically the entire kingdom dies unless they're fully prepared underground for it. Her dad is like, hey, this migration's gonna kill my entire kingdom and I need to figure out like how we're gonna save our kingdom, so I need you to spy for me. But I can't really say anything else because those are kind of spoilers, but she slowly starts learning about what's going on. Her husband is not who he seems. She has a lot of character development, which I enjoyed. I just really related to her. Like I said, she said some like cringy things sometimes, but I found her very lovable. She was a little annoying, but aren't we all? Like, I don't know. And I really just related to her in the way that like she was in the family, but she was just kind of always there, kind of just like a lone wolf, kind of thrown over to the side, kind of misunderstood by her family and the people around her. I really related to that, so I think that's why I really liked her. And the slow burn, the romance is really good. I wouldn't say it's super slow burn. The romance itself is slow burn, but they were flirting like from the get-go, like from the first interaction they were flirting, so I don't know if that's really slow burn, but it was good. Okay, I liked the romance. There's a little bit of spice, not too much where it was annoying and obnoxious. It was good. I loved the monsters. They actually were scary. Like the way people's bodies were getting ripped apart and like, it was scary. Like, and then when I was listening to the audiobook, like I was actually scared. I was like listening to these gruesome scenes of these people brutally dying from these monsters, and I was like, oh, this is actually terrifying. So yeah, I can't wait till the next book. I mean, this one just came out, so I don't even know when the second one's gonna come out, because this book just came out 2 months ago, so it's probably gonna be a couple years before the second book is out, and I'm not gonna remember anything. But yeah, I gave it 5 stars. It was more like a 4, but I gave it a 5 because I sat through like 16 hours of being like thoroughly in it. Every single night, I would sit for like 2 or 3 hours in my bed listening to the audiobook while playing games on my phone because I would not want to go to sleep because the book was so good and I was really enjoying it. So I don't do that with books that I don't really like, and I really like this one. I'm happy that Book Talk actually gave me a recommendation that I really enjoyed, and now I'm reading nothing. I legitimately have nothing on my currently reading on Goodreads, which I haven't had that in a very long time, so I need to figure out what I want to read next. I have so many audiobooks that I don't even really know what I'm in the mood for. Like, I'm kind of still in the mood to read another romantasy. My friend really wants me to read Servant of Earth, which I know is a romantasy or a fantasy. If this is a series too, I don't know if I want to read it if it's like in a series, because I don't think I want to start another like whole romantasy series right now. Like, I feel like I need to read some standalones. Yeah, there's a second book. The audiobook is also 16 hours long, so I think I'm gonna hold off on that, because that's like, I don't know if I could sit through 16 hours again. I have the audiobook for the first Maxton Hall book, and I kind of want to read it because I watched the Maxton Hall show on, it was either Amazon Prime or HBO Max, and it was in a different language, like German or Russian or something. And it was good, you guys. Like, it was good. Yeah, okay, it was Amazon Prime. And I kind of want to, like, actually read the series so I know what, like, happens. You know what? It's only 9 hours long. 2 times speed will be, like, 4 or 5 hours. I think I'm going to start Save Me, which is the first Maxton Hall book, which is a young adult or new adult romance. It's enemies to lovers. It's about a rich boy and a poor girl at like a boarding school. And honestly, he's kind of really like mean to her. But the show's really good, so I really recommend it. I'm gonna start reading it. I'm listening to it on LibroFM, and yay, I think that's a good choice. I have a job interview tomorrow. It's another library job, so got anxiety about that. It's midnight, so I should probably go to sleep, but I'm just sitting here yapping. Hey guys, so it's a couple days later. I think I last updated you on Thursday when I was talking about my job interview. My job interview went really, really well. I always do really good in interviews. Like, I never really have issues with questions or awkwardness or anything. Like, I don't know, I always do good in them, and I always get told that I do really good in them, and then I don't get picked. So it's like, I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. I won't know for like another week and a half if I got it or not. So yeah, it went really well. I'll obviously let you guys know if I got it. If I didn't, then I think maybe the library is just not really for me anymore, because I've applied to many full-time library positions that don't require a degree around me and haven't gotten hired. So maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I need to go into a different career or something. I don't know. I don't want to, but I don't know. We'll see. I am still reading Save Me by Mona Caston. I am 39% into the audiobook. It is just like the TV show. If you guys watch the TV show on Amazon Prime, I mean, it's literally like the script from the book to the TV show. They did so well. I waited, it's probably been about 6 months since I watched the TV show, so I waited a little while, so I forgot some stuff, and that's why I started reading the series, because I know I loved it, but I wanted to kind of wait a little bit of time to see if I loved the book too, and I am loving it. It's just like the TV show. Like, honestly, I feel like they did super well with the adaptation on Amazon Prime, and I can't wait to read the rest of the series so I can know what happens, because I don't even know if there's going to be a season 2 of Maxton Hall. I don't even know if it's been like approved or not. I need more. Because I love I don't know why, I just love the trope of like rich people being rich. I always eat it up. Not because I want to be rich, or not because I enjoy being around people who are very prudish and rich like in these books, but it is always interesting to read about people's lives who are so drastically different than mine and the people around me, because I'm not rich, my friends are not rich, honestly all of us are on the verge of poverty, so it's like to be able to read about just how much rich people, filthy rich people, by the way, like the things that they do in their daily lives in these books are always just so interesting, and I think that's why I'm always just enjoying it, because like it's so unrealistic. But yeah, I'm 40% into it, really enjoying it. And then I started a new manga series a couple of nights ago. I already read the first volume. My Kobo is in the other room and I don't feel like getting it, but I read Princess Jellyfish on my Kobo because it's in color, and I love reading manga on my Kobo. It always looks really nice. But I read the first volume, which is like the omnibus edition. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see. But yeah, I looked up a bunch of articles. Basically, I typed out like manga series that's similar to Nana, and every single list had Princess Jellyfish on it. And I can see why it does, because it's very like, everyone's very fluid with each other. Everybody's like a little gay. Everybody like has a crush on each other like Nana. So I can see why it's recommended. But the main character is actually a drag, not even performer. Like the main character just likes to dress in drag, but they never state that they're trans. So I don't know if they're trans, because most people in the review said that they're drag, but then there's also terms in the book that are kind of derogatory towards trans people. So I truly don't really know if the main character is trans or they just like dressing in drag, because in the book they just say, oh, I just really like dressing like a girl, like I just think it's really fun. So they never like really identified with like who they are as a person. I think they're just a very fluid person, which I think is totally okay. This book series was written in like the late 90s, early 2000s, so it is definitely like out of touch. There are a lot of homophobia in it, weird comments about gay people, but other than that, I think it's funny and cute. The fashion and everything is cute. So if you ignore that, which is honestly like not that bad, I just don't take it too seriously because at the end of the day, this is like it's a fiction book. So I try not to take things too seriously. But other than that, I think it's cute. I think the romance is blooming really well. And I really love how precious the main character is with her love for jellyfish. And I love that she talks to the jellyfish. And I just think it is so freaking cute and precious. And I would want to protect her. I want to protect her from everything because I think she's so adorable. So I am starting volume 2 of Princess Jellyfish. I think there's like 4 or 5 omnibus editions that I have. So yeah, I gave that 4 stars, I think, the first volume. 3.5, 4 stars, something like that. And I guess we'll see how it goes. I will watch the anime after I finish reading because with Nana, I watched it before I read it. But this time I want to read Princess Jellyfish before I watch it. It is on Crunchyroll and Amazon Prime, I think. So I can watch it on one of those. I truly don't know how long this reading vlog has been. I say this every single time. I always think that the reading vlog is going to be really short and then it ends up being an hour long because I talk too much. So this video might be short. This video might be really long. I literally have no idea. But I do want to go ahead and stop this reading vlog here so I can start another one. I'm finally getting back into like the reading zone and wanting to read again. As you guys can tell, I've literally only been listening to audiobooks, but I have this new routine that I've been doing every night for the past like 2 weeks, where every single night I get in the bath and I start my audiobook while I'm in the bath. I listen to it and I play Picross on my phone. My favorite game ever is Meow Tower. That's what it's called, Meow Tower. And it's basically Picross, but every single time you finish a puzzle, you get these little cat cans of food and you unlock furniture for your cats. So I have like this whole hotel full of cats and furniture, and I have like all of these different Picross puzzles that you do, and I'm obsessed with it. So every single night, literally every night, I will sit and play this game while I listen to an audiobook, and then I do that till I fall asleep. So I usually listen to 2 to 3 hours of an audiobook every single night and play this game. And honestly, that's been a really nice routine for me. It really relaxes me before bed, and I'm not doom scrolling. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just listening to a book, and that's been really fun. So I'm going to probably continue that routine, but pretty much every single book that I have read other than manga in the past like 2 months has been an audiobook. So I don't know. This has been my audiobook year. I've listened to a lot of them, but I don't really care. So I'm going to end this vlog here and then start another one. So I'll let you know in the next video if I got the job or not. Wish me luck, guys, because I really need all the luck. And I'm going to continue reading, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about the Max and Hall series in the next video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!